Good morning, everybody. We'll give everybody just a couple of minutes to hop on here. I will get my screen pulled up on the desktop and we'll get going. Okay, let me know when you see me. Let me know. Give me some hearts. Give me some comments when you can see me up on your screen. Look at my hair today. I don't know what's happening. Literally just rolled out of bed. Kind of. Hi. Good morning. Okay, yay. I got some people on. I know it's early. Oh, it's early for me. It's like 8:45 Central, 9:45. Yeah, you guys are good. It's time to be awake, right? I'm still working on the wake up part, so bear with me. Okay, we've got a handful of people on. Good morning. So from your suggestions that I was given, I kind of separated everything into, similar topics. That way I wasn't kind of bouncing from one thing to the other. But I found a bunch of good stuff to talk about. So we'll basically going to be covering growing social media, ads, shout outs, how to sign working coaches, if you will, how to handle objections, what kind of objections I get, I guess, criticism from other people, which I kind of covered yesterday, but I'll kind of cover it again today, and then promoting the business when you're new, because I have a lot of coaches who, kind of struggle with that part, like with how to really attract people when you're not super successful yet yourself. So I'll dig into that and kind of go over what I do and what I did as a new coach and how I really just made it work for me. Good morning, everybody. Yay. Okay. First thing I'll talk about is growing your social media. You guys, when I started as a coach, I had probably 500 friends on Facebook. I did not have a like page. I did not have an Instagram. I did not have Snapchat, obviously wasn't around. So I had, a warm market on my Facebook page. I was not a heavy poster. I didn't post a ton. I, at the time, used my Facebook mostly for my scarf business that I talked about yesterday. Most pictures of me on Facebook prior to Beachbody were like from here down because I was showing a scarf or something. So I didn't post a ton and it wasn't a lot of really anything. So basically, again, with 500 friends starting out, and I just want to throw in the fact that I'm from a super small town. I am from a town called Hermitage, Missouri, and it's so weird even saying it out loud. But there was I think this population sign still says 457. So guys, it's a freaking small town. My graduating class had 16 people in it. Kindergarten through 12th grade was the entire school, all together. Everybody knew everybody. Everybody knew everybody's business. And I was like, get me the hell out of here as fast as I can. So I left right after graduation. But my point is, I hear a lot of times, I'm from a small town, or I don't know that many people. Neither did I. I am from the epiphany of small towns. I am from there. And I had, a handful of people on Facebook that I had met, through college, maybe. Again, I went to college for about a semester before getting pregnant and dropping out. So, and I went back to college probably 2 years after that and went for about a semester and then dropped out because I was like, F this, college sucks. I hate doing homework as an adult. It just wasn't for me. So, again, I had 500 friends from random places, some from high school, some from college, some from, places I had worked and things like that. So it wasn't a big network of people that I had. But I dug in with those that I did have. So when I started as a coach, I messaged everyone in my phone that I knew had anything to do with health and fitness. I literally went through and I messaged. I see Tiffany Lowe's on. I'm pretty sure Tiffany got a message for me because she did 5Ks and stuff like that. I messaged anybody that I knew ate healthy, anybody that I knew who maybe was at the gym, like once a week, even like anybody that I knew had anything to do with health and fitness, I messaged them and I said the most salesy thing in the entire world. But as a new coach, it worked because it got me out there and it just got me practicing that cold invite. But I said something like, hey, I just started as a Beachbody coach. We're setting people up with workouts and things like that to do from their home. I'm starting on my own journey. I know that you're into running right now or doing 5Ks right now, and I would love for you to be a part of my team and do this with me. That's the approach I took, is doing it with me. It's not like, hey, I'm going to coach you. Hey, I'm going to mentor you, because I was a new coach. But it was definitely, hey, we're going to do this together. Okay. So that's the approach I took. And I literally messaged 50 people in my phone. Okay. I went through my entire contacts and I'm like, she eats healthy on Tuesdays. Let's message her. You know what I mean? Like I messaged literally anyone. Hi guys. I'm missing the comments, which is probably a good thing though. Let's be real. So growing my social media in the beginning, just like every single coach, I worked a lot for my warm network or my warm market. I, again, hit Success Club pretty quick, straight out of the gate, but it was because of my warm market. I took advantage of every single person that I had, and I messaged every single person that I had. I created an event when I started as a coach to do my challenge group, and I invited every single friend I had on Facebook. I don't care if I hadn't talked to them for 5 years. I didn't care if I hadn't talked to them for 10 years. I didn't care if I barely knew them or if they were my best friend. They got an invite to my event, okay? Now, did I lose some friends over this? Probably, but who cares, right? Who cares? So this is the thing I kind of tell my new coaches as they come on, because, and I don't know if any of you are like brand new coaches, but a lot of new coaches are scared to send those invites, to be there on social media and do those cold invites, if you will. But you can't be scared to do that, right? And that's what we have to tell our new coaches. This is kind of a pep talk for the newer coaches, I guess. But I literally just invited every single person I could. I talked to every single person I could, and I got in front of every single person I could. And that is why I grew so fast straight out of the gate, right? And that's why a lot of coaches don't go straight out of the gate so fast, is because they're scared to put themselves out there, and they're scared to hear that objection. They're scared to hear the word no. I was not. I literally was like, okay, she told me to hit Success Club. She told me to rank advanced. This is how I have to do it. So I'm going to talk to anybody I can. So once I got out of my warm market, okay, it'll happen fairly quickly if you're talking to enough people, right? If you're doing enough invites and talking to enough people, you will eventually outgrow your warm market of people that you want to talk to. So how did I grow social media? How did I, expand into my cold market? You guys, I am a firm believer that you have to add people to your network every single day. And I'm a firm believer that most coaches, the majority of coaches, are not doing this, okay? This is something where a lot of coaches are falling short. They are thinking, you know what, I have 600 people already. I don't really need to add people to my network. I don't really need to get uncomfortable and invite some new people. Yes, you do. Every single day. Every single day as a newer coach, I was in there in Facebook adding new people as friends. I would go to my friends of friends list. That eventually gets saturated, right? Because then everybody starts to become a coach. I would go to my people you may know list. Again, a lot of coaches, so eventually I outgrew that. But that is where I got most of my friends for the first year, is from the people you may know and things like that. Another thing I did is I would go to my friends list and I would scroll down past the coaches, past everybody that I already knew right now. And I would go to somebody that I knew had nothing to do with Beachbody, okay? An old friend from high school or someone from college that I maybe met. I'll come back to the comments in a little bit. Anybody random that I knew had nothing to do with Beachbody, and I would click on their name. And then I would go to their friends list, okay? And then I would just go haywire and just freaking add everybody, okay? But they were friends. We had a mutual friend, but they were also someone that I knew had nothing to do with Beachbody. But when they accepted my friend request, it was easy for me to be like, hey, I saw we have a mutual friend and so-and-so, thought I would add you. You look cool. Something like that. Just playing dumb, really. Or, when a lot of people are afraid when people message them and they're like, how do I know you? And just be like, oh my God, like I would literally just play dumb and try to start a conversation with these people saying, oh, you looked familiar. I saw we had a mutual friend and I, wanted to reach out or wanted to send you a request. Hope that's okay. I did that every single day. And I would do that until Facebook told me to stop, okay? I remember even getting blocked a couple times. for like 7 days at a time from actually sending friend requests because I had sent so many. That is what I did in the beginning. I added everyone, okay? You will eventually get to the point where increase it to from 5 a day. You guys, increase it. Like when you think that you're doing okay and you're adding a right number, double it, okay? 10x it. Literally, I guarantee you guys are not adding enough people, making enough conversations, and just having enough people, new people into your market. You have to, okay? Yes, I love it, I love it, I love it. Comments again, I'm getting distracted. Yeah, so eventually, you know, you're allowed to have 5,000 friends on Facebook, right? You're allowed to have these 5,000 friends. Luckily now we can have people that actually follow us instead of having to take up a friend request spot. So that's, you know, opening the door even more for more room and more potential people to follow you and be on your personal page. But I eventually maxed out on friends on my Facebook. Now, I did go through about 2 years ago, and I deleted every single man that I had. No offense, Keith and Pat. I deleted every single man that I had on my social media, unless they were a coach that I knew or family or something like that. But men are just not my target audience. Am I going to turn away somebody that comes to me and actually legitimately wants help? No, but I'm not going to go in and add a bunch of men because that's not my target audience. So I deleted every single man that was on my friends list, and I went through and I deleted people that were not on my team, coaches that were not on my team. So I apologize if maybe that was you, and I even don't accept friend requests from men or from coaches anymore either. So removing coaches that didn't move my business forward and men, I actually made room for like 1,300 people, believe it or not. So I'm still trying to, you know, get that filled back up right now. Come on, what are you doing? Do you want to come up? Okay, come on. Come on. Say good morning, Dexter. There he is. Okay. So do that. Kind of go through in the beginning again. I kind of went through and I cleaned up some pictures that maybe didn't move my business forward, like from before. There's a lot of like party pictures and stuff like that. Just like clean it up. Clean up your profile. Make it attractive. Make it, you know, something that people want to actually go and look at. But also clean up your friends list too. Okay. So once you get maxed out on friends, I was like, okay, I have to obviously do something else because this isn't going to work anymore. I had a little bit of space, but I knew that I needed to expand past just my personal page on Facebook. Now, just a disclaimer, and this is again just me, my personal opinion, what's worked for me, what's worked for my team. I don't ever recommend to coaches to get a like page until they're ready to invest in ads. Okay? You can get a like page, you can do it, but don't expect anything from it until you're ready to invest in it. That's just my personal opinion and my personal experience with the like page, is that to grow it, to really get past the market that you literally already have on your personal page, like don't open a like page and then be like, everybody go like my like page. Like it's the same audience. Like what's the point of having a like page if you're just going to talk to the same audience in two different places? That's my opinion. But until you're ready to invest in ads and grow it into a separate audience, don't open a like page. I opened a like page probably 2 years ago, and I started posting in it consistently, and I started running ads in it periodically. Okay, it's still to this day not where I get the majority of my business, but I have it open because I get some business through it. I don't spend a ton on ads. There are coaches that literally spend thousands on ads. I haven't invested in an ad that was a game changer for me yet. So I don't do it that often. I run ads every once in a while for some events. That way I can kind of attract some new people in. But that's about it. I spend maybe $100 a month right now on ads on my like page. So it's still, again, not something that I invest a ton of money in. I even went to the Josh Coates event and listened to Zach Spuckler, who is like the ad guru, and I still wasn't even like fully convinced that I needed to do it. So again, play with it. I highly recommend maybe even doing some of Zach's trainings before going in and just blowing money on ads. Sponsoring posts is like a waste of money, so don't do that. But running specific ads is okay, and it's going to get you, you know, some new people if you know how to specifically target your audience. If you don't know that, if you don't know who you're targeting, don't do it yet. You need to go through some training for some different ads and play with it that way first. It's just my personal recommendation, okay? But I will tell you One thing that has completely and totally changed my business are doing Instagram shout outs. Okay. I didn't have an Instagram until a couple years ago. I didn't even really, it's probably 3 years ago at this point. I opened it about a year into it. You wait until the person that you don't know messages you. So I have a system, and I'll actually show you whenever we do a power hour tomorrow. I have a system for when someone sends me a friend request, what I say, and then whenever I actually accept friend requests and what I say. So I'll go through that tomorrow during our power hour, okay? But Instagram, I didn't have an Instagram until probably 3 years ago. I dabbled in it, 100% dabbled in it until literally probably March of last year when I restarted and recommitted to my fitness journey. Come on, what are you doing? And it's National Pet Day, did you know? Oh, we're going to celebrate, aren't we? We're going to celebrate today. It's National Pet Day, just so everyone knows. Hashtag National Pet Day. So I started in March 2016 with my Instagram, like full force. I think in March 2016, I had about 6,000 followers on Instagram, so it was not a ton. I use hashtags here and there, but I would do Instagress prior to March 2016. I don't do Instagress now. Once it started making me like a bunch of porn, I was like, maybe I should just stop this thing. So I don't really even, I know Josh Coates even recommends Instagress, but I'm like, I tell my coach, I'm like, don't do it. Don't waste time on Instagress because it's just spammy. Like I can go in and look at my Instagram and identify who's using Instagress and who's not because they're like, great pick. And I'm like, like, hi Instagress. Like I can tell that's not you. So whatever. Hold on. He does need a puppuccino. We should celebrate today with a puppuccino. He's so excited. So I used Instagress in the beginning, but I do not use it anymore. I don't even, okay, so prior to March 2016, I had about 6,000 followers on Instagram. As of March 2016, I completely recommitted to my health and fitness journey. And a few things happened where I was able to grow my Instagram. And I'll share that with you guys. But again, you're not going to be like, oh my God, mind blown. Like I have this huge secret now that Raina used to grow her business. It's not like that at all. I purchased Shalene Johnson's Instagram Academy. I just bought it. It was like $99. I went through 3 days of it and then got busy and still to this day have not gone through the entire 30-day training. I've literally done 3 days of it. But I took what I got from those 3 days and I implemented the shit out of it on Instagram and it worked, okay? So I am hashtagging everything, every single thing. Like I have a different set of hashtags. You can post 30 hashtags per picture to Instagram at a time. You can delete those 30 and then add another 30 if you want to. But I have like if I post a picture of the dogs, I have a set of hashtags for that. If I post a picture of me and my lashes look awesome or something, I have a set of hashtags for like beauty. I have a set of hashtags for a fitness picture that is not a workout video. I have a set of hashtags for my workout videos. I have a set of hashtags for food pictures. I have a set of hashtags for if I go hiking. Like I have a set of hashtags for every specific picture that I post. That is what you guys have to do. You have to get very specific. And you guys, like Fit Mom and hashtag, Fitspiration, like those aren't the hashtags that you want to necessarily use. Those are everywhere. You're going to post a picture and use that hashtag and it's going to get buried in 5 seconds. Be very specific with the hashtags that you're using, okay? Very specific based on whatever picture, whatever category of hashtags you're using, okay? Another thing I did is I shared every single freaking aspect of my journey, you guys. And again, this is something where like, oh, I've heard this 100 times. No. You guys have to share every single freaking aspect. There are people who even say to post maybe once a day on Instagram. No. Like, I grew it and I built it by posting 3 to 5 times a day on Instagram. Okay? I grew it because I built a freaking transformation that stops people in their tracks. That's how I grew my Instagram so fast. So you can post all your pictures, you can post all your food, you can do all this stuff, you can use the hashtags, but guys, until you're able to freaking stop people in their tracks, Instagram is going to be hard for you. Okay? Your pictures on Instagram also have to be attractive. They have to be pretty. Instagram is for pictures. I hate the stories. I hate all this other stuff on Instagram. Like, Instagram is not made for that. Instagram is made for beautiful photos, okay? And until you're able to post beautiful photos and eye-catching photos, you're gonna have a hard time with Instagram. Okay? So when I started with the Ultimate Reset, and in 21 days I was able to share transformation. And it wasn't a huge transformation, though I had lost 17 pounds. Like, side by side the pictures, you could tell a huge difference, but it didn't stop people in their tracks yet. Okay? But I continued to share my journey, and I did 21 Day Fix Extreme right after that. Then I had pictures that stopped people in their tracks, okay? And then I didn't stop. Then I went to Insanity Max 30, and then I did Country Heat, and then I did Hammer and Chisel. You guys, I got to the point where my before picture and my after picture were night and day. That is what you have to do. And I'm not saying that if you don't have this huge transformation yet, that you're not going to be successful. But this is our business. If you guys aren't willing to be balls to the wall, hardcore, and follow these freaking programs, then you're not going to see the success that you want. Every amount of success that I have, I will completely and totally blame or give credit to the fact that I followed these freaking programs to a T for an entire year. Okay? An entire year. And in that year, from March 2016 to now, you guys, I now have 45.2 thousand followers on Instagram in a year, from 6,000 to 45,000. Okay? But it's because I worked my ass off physically, okay? I stopped people in their freaking tracks because of a transformation that I built slowly. It wasn't overnight. You guys, I didn't take a bunch of pills and immediately become you know what I mean? I worked my ass off every single day, but I also shared that journey every single day. And yeah, you say that's your biggest issue. That's most of your biggest issues. You guys aren't willing to stop eating the shit food for a little bit. You guys aren't willing to fully commit to the program for a little bit. You're not willing to share it on social media. And that's the issue. You guys want success? You guys want to have a following like Amy? You guys want to have a following like the other top coaches that are doing this training? You're going to have to freaking build your transformation. And that's scary. That scares a lot of you. You're not willing to do what it takes to get there, but I'm telling you right now that if you're not willing to do it, you're not going to be successful. Not as successful as quickly as you would like to be. Okay? There, I said it. Get off your ass and commit to your programs. Dexter went out. Hang on just a second. Okay, get out of here. Go, go, go. I guarantee he comes back in like 5 minutes. So annoying. Anyway. So, truth bomb. Dropped it, okay? I'm dropping the mic right now. So, you guys want to know how to grow your social media? Build your fucking transformation, okay? That's how. If you guys haven't had an extreme transformation to share, or God forbid, if you guys haven't had any transformation to share, it's time. You have to commit. I'm telling you, me stopping tacos for a little bit, me stopping wings for a little bit, that was all worth it to grow my social media, to grow a transformation that I needed, because I can eat that now. You know what I mean? It's just for a little bit. It's just till you're able to maintain what you have, okay? But you guys have got to build that transformation first. You have to. You do not have a choice, and that's what you need to tell yourself, is you do not you don't have a choice. You have to fully commit to these programs, and if you're not, it's not going to happen. Okay? So, Instagram. I get 99.254% of my people from Instagram now. Okay? I really do. Snapchat. My heart and soul is with Snapchat. Sometimes it'll be noon and I'm like, shit, I haven't posted on Instagram, but I have 80 stories already loaded on Snapchat. Snapchat is where my love is, okay? I love Instagram. I hardly ever work with Facebook anymore. And I'm telling you, that's why I don't really pay for ads anymore on Facebook, is because I've gotten so much. I forgot to talk about shout outs on Instagram. I'll go back. I get so much from Instagram and Snapchat that I don't even have to really do an ad on Facebook anymore. And you guys, Facebook is not fun anymore. And let's be real, it's not even my age demographic anymore. Facebook is full of older people. And if that's you, I know there are older people in this group, then that's where you need to be focused. Instagram might not be for you if you're in the older age demographic. And Snapchat might not even be that way. My mother-in-law, 53 years old, rocks the shit out of this business. She's a 1-star diamond and makes decent money, but she is on Facebook 100%. She doesn't do Instagram or Snapchat. She follows me and stalks people on Snapchat, but she doesn't actually do Snapchat. So, again, find out your target audience and whatever platform you need to go with it. Instagram, shout outs. So once I got that transformation, I started in March 2016. So probably around, I would say it was actually like summer of 2016. Like after we went to Bora Bora, I got back, I started doing, I think it was probably around the time I did Country Heat. I started doing Instagram shout outs. Okay. And with these Instagram shout outs, I would go through Instagram and I would look for pages that were, nutrition focused pages, or even fitness focused pages. Pages that had hundreds of thousands of followers, if not millions of followers. Dexter's back already, I told you. I do have to leave here at 8:30, which sucks. Maybe I'll go live again this afternoon. I'll probably do that because I've literally gone through one freaking tab of what I was supposed to go through. I'm sorry. I was meant to be a rambler, I promise. Lost my train of thought. I would find pages that had just a shit ton of people, okay? I would try not to go to pages who were like built or based out of like the UK and places like that because I didn't, United States and Canada is where I have to focus right now. But I would find these pages and I would message them and say, hey, do you do shout outs? And a shout out is where you literally give them a picture of yourself that you want them to post. You give them a caption. They will post it for a specific amount of time. People will maybe comment, stuff like that, and then you're done. Right? But you pay them to do that, to post on their page so that their millions of followers will actually see you and see your post and reach out to you. So I would do call to action posts every single time. And I would usually do a transformation picture every single time. Okay? I'm not going to name the names of the pages that I use because there's no point in having 1,200 people from this group go to that page and do a shout out because then no. You don't want to go to pages that are flooded already. So I suggest going, maybe find some paleo pages, maybe find some, nutrition pages, some fitness pages that you follow frequently and reach out to them. And I said, hey, do you do shout outs? And they'll message back or not. But when they message back, I've paid anywhere from $20 for a shout out to $150 for a shout out. And they keep you up for anywhere from an hour to, 24 hours or 48 hours or whatever their arrangement is. So you're paying for an amount of time to have your post actually up. You guys, there are pages, again, because I built such an extreme transformation and those are the pictures that I use. I have pages where I will pay $150 and I'm up for 2 hours and I literally get 600 emails. Okay. I actually screenshotted it and sent it to Pat the other day because I was like, you've got to do this. Like 600 emails from people being like, in. And I use the same script every single time and it says something like, I'm looking for 10 women who are ready to lose, 10 to 15, like one of those little those little posts that you see everywhere. That's literally, it's like this long, it's like a little paragraph and at the end it says drop your email below if you're interested and I'll reach out to you. And people just drop their email. That's how I grow my business now. That's the main way I grow my business now. And you guys, I still don't even pay a ton. Like even when I pay $150 for these shout outs, I do it maybe once a month because it's 600 freaking emails. How in the hell can I do any more? Like I physically just can't keep up with it. So it's a good problem to have and it works. But guys, you have to be using the right photo. You have to be, again, able to stop people. They want to see a freaking transformation, okay? And you guys, I have transformations that say March 2016 to June 2016, or March to July, or March to October. Like I use a new picture every single time, but that's a short amount of time to have an extreme transformation, but I did it, and I did it solely with our programs, okay? So you can do that. You just have to do the work behind it, okay? So that's what I use. I wanted to kind of explain shout outs and what they are. I know a lot of other coaches use it. I know Angie Belmar uses them. Quite a few coaches do them. Sarah Try uses them quite a bit. You just have to be able to stop people. And that's just it. Again, with Instagram, people are just going and they're scrolling, but bam, once they see, chubby and then abs, or chubby and then not chubby, or whatever, you know what I mean? Or 500 pounds and 100 pounds, like you need an extreme transformation. Okay. Not saying you have to do countdown to competition diet for 6 months and then just be like ripped out of your mind, but you have to be able to follow these programs and you have to be able to commit and you have to be able to prove that they work. Okay, I'll move on. I will move on to Snapchat, and then I'll let you guys go, and then I'll come back today. I'll do one again later this afternoon. I'll have time this afternoon. But Snapchat, I get people all the time because I love Snapchat, and I get quite a bit from Snapchat even to this day of people being like, hey, how do I join your team? Or hey, what is this Energize that you're drinking? Or hey, does Shakeology really taste good? Like things like that all day long, okay? But Snapchat, I get questions all the time from coaches. How do I build a following on Snapchat? You don't build a new following on Snapchat, okay? Snapchat is meant for the following that you already have from Facebook, from your like page, from your Instagram. It is made for them. It is built so that they can come over to Snapchat and they can really truly see behind the scenes what you do. Snapchat is a live sneak peek into coaching or a live sneak peek into a challenge group every single day. That's what it should be like, okay? You guys, I get made fun of sometimes for doing the exact same thing every single day on Snapchat. Like I have my routine and I have my Energize and I do my lip syncing and then I come home and I show my outfit of the day, even if it's sweats and a t-shirt. And then I go to the coffee. Like I show my day every single day, even though it's the same thing, repetitive. People crave that. People want to see that. People want to see that I'm a real person. And maybe I don't always get to show that on Instagram. Maybe I don't always get to show that on Facebook. They get to see pieces of it. But on Snapchat, they get a freaking behind the scenes every single day of every single second of my life, okay? There's not much I hide from Snapchat. There's really not. I don't use all the filters 100%. I mean, like, come on. Like, I don't use the filters 100% of the time. I'm not being fake as shit on Facebook or on Snapchat. There are a lot of people who are fake on Snapchat, and I follow them, and I know. But I'm trying to be real, and I'm trying to show it behind the scenes every single day. And that's what Snapchat is made for. So I'm showing my workout. I'm doing my Energize. I'm going downstairs and working out. I'm showing sweaty selfies. And I'm drinking my Shakeology afterwards. You guys, people are seeing these products planted here and there, and they're part of my life, and they're part of the sneak peek that they're getting. But it's also going to spark a lot of question. People are going to be like, what is that Energize that you're drinking? Does Shakeology really taste good? How are you liking juicing? Like, it's just a peek into my life, okay? But it also helps them build a relationship with you, okay? It's really hard to build a deep relationship with people on social media through Instagram or through Facebook or through your like page. But on Snapchat, when you're able to be even more open and even more vulnerable and even more real, that's how people build a relationship with you. So that, when they see on Facebook that maybe you're doing a new challenge group or a new coach training or something like that, they're going to have already built that relationship with you on Snapchat. They're going to already know that you're legit and you're real and you're really doing this training and it's not a scam because you walk it out every single day, and they're going to be more inclined to reach out to you about it. Okay? That's what I use Snapchat for. I also use it really just to share my life. And that's it. But I freaking love Snapchat. It's like my heart and soul. You guys have any questions? Let me go back through the comments if I can here. Just to share my life. Oh, hello. And that's it. Let me mute myself. Yeah. I am super repetitive on Snapchat. If you guys follow me, like I do the same thing literally every single day. And I might mix it up a little bit. We might go to the dog park instead of the movie theater. Like we might stay home one night instead of doing all that. Like I literally do, especially in the morning. And you guys, every single morning, like you might think, oh my God, Raina's being so vain. There's another ab picture in the morning or another stomach picture in the morning. I do that to track my own progress because I save those pictures every single time. But I do it also to share my journey. You guys, that's part of my journey every single day. And people every single day, because I've gained weight back from being sick, right? I've gained all of it back, as a matter of fact. And so I'm kind of starting over in this transformation. So people being able to see the progress every single day instead of me having to post a progress picture on Snapchat or on Instagram or Facebook. Like they're able to see it behind the scenes on Snapchat. So I don't do it just to be like, oh, I gotta look at my stomach. I do it because it's to track my own progress and to allow other people to watch that progress, okay? Get over the fact that you're repetitive. It doesn't matter. I'm just scrolling through some of the comments. Alicia being sick of being stuck. You guys, this is it. This is it, where you guys have this decision that you have to make in the business, right? And you guys, people leave this company because it's easy to do other things. It's easier, and I said this on my team to my team the other day on a live call. I think I yelled at them a little too much the other day. But I was like, it's easy to sell lipstick. It's easy to sell leggings. It's easy to sell wine. How freaking easy is it to sell women wine, leggings, and lipstick? Oh my God. Like, duh, sign me up. Like, where do I sign? It's easy to do those things, okay? That's why people go to those companies. That's why they do that, and they see maybe a little bit of success in it, okay? What's hard is waking up every single day and working out. What's hard is not stuffing your face with cereal at night and eating healthy, okay? What's hard is sharing that shit on social media. We have a hard business, okay? It's hard to do those things every single day, and that's why people fail, is because they're not willing to get uncomfortable and do those things, okay? We have a hard business. It's easy. It's easy to talk to people. It's easy to send invites. It's easy to do all that. But behind the scenes, okay, if you're not building a transformation, if you're not showing up every single day and sharing how healthy you're eating or not eating or working out or not working out, if you're not doing those things, that's what grows our business. That's what moves our business forward, okay? You can go to another company and have a little bit of success. I guarantee you won't have the kind of success you'd have with Beachbody if you fucking stuck to it, right? You'll have a little bit of success, but that's easy, and that shit's not changing people's lives. Wine is not changing someone's life, okay? Not for the good, anyway, okay? Carl spoke at the Denver Super Saturday a few Super Saturdays ago, and he explained that box. We have a box that changes people's lives. We do, but it has to start with your own. And you guys, if you are not willing to commit and to just say, F it, you know what I mean? Like, F it, I'm committing day one to a program. I love Amy, and I'm going to contradict what she says, but you guys don't have to do doubles. Like, I went from March to current doing 30 minutes a day, and I still built a freaking transformation, okay? You guys just have to do it. You just have to show up, okay? It's not in my personality, not in my, I don't want to do doubles. I don't want to get burnt out, because I will. I know me, and I'll get burnt out. I want to stick to the program, and I want to prove that that specific program works if I follow it to a T. And that's what you guys have to be willing to do. And if you're not willing to do that, why are you here? Okay? Why are you here? We are in the business of changing people's lives, but it starts with our own. Okay? For the first 3 years of my business, I didn't focus on my journey. I focused on building a business. But you know what? I failed hard, and I lost a lot of my team because I was so focused on building a business versus myself. Okay? That makes sense? I know that's not what you guys want to hear. I know it's not. I know that it sucks to hear that you guys have to freaking work out. I know that sucks. Okay? But once you start and get a month in and you see those transformation pictures of yourself, you're going to be fucking mind blown. And then you go another program, you're going to be mind blown. And then that consistency of doing these programs and following them to a T becomes addicting. Okay? I promise you. It becomes addicting, and it becomes something that you want to wake up and you freaking crave. Okay? But you have to become obsessed with the process, and you have to become obsessed with the process of sharing it on social media as well. Okay? I will come back later. I have to take my kids to school. I ran out of time. And then I got to work out. And then I have a lash fill. And then I'll come back and I'll go live again. Okay? But when I come back, I'll talk about how to attract those working coaches, how to sign those working coaches. I'll talk about the objections. I'll talk about criticism. And I'll talk about promoting the business as a new coach. Okay? I basically just covered social media. Congratulations, Raina. You did that in 45 minutes. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon.